Hi everyone, and welcome to What I Eat in a Day on a Mediterranean Diet, the December edition. We're going to start off with a little breakfast today, but for lunch I want to make a warm lentil salad because it's late in the month now, it's after Christmas, and we're looking forward to New Year. And Italians for New Year's Day make lentils to bring in prosperity. And I think the lentils are meant to, the little round lentils are meant to represent coins, so you're bringing in prosperity for the new year. So why tempt fate, right? Let's just join in with the party. Now for dinner, we're going to make a whole fish. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's gonna be a little gross. But it's also going to be delicious because we're dealing with a whole fish here, so it's gonna have the head on it and it's a tail on it and everything. We're gonna go to the supermarket and they're gonna descale it for us and take the, you know, the gross bits out. But we're gonna stuff it with some herbs. We're gonna keep it very simple, roast it in the oven, and we're gonna serve it with a side of spaghetti. So that is our day's worth of food, so please join me for the day. I think it's gonna be fun and delicious. For breakfast this morning, I thought I would mix it up a little, and I'm going to froth some milk for our coffee. So in this left one here, I have almond milk, and in this one I have regular whole milk. And I'm going to use my handy little milk frother here, and I'm going to whip it up a little, and then we're just going to pour the coffee in. Sort of like a latte, but we're not using espresso, we're using our regular coffee. And there we have kind of a homemade latte. For breakfast, I'm having an English muffin with a little bit of butter on it, and our neighbors sent us a case of pears, which they do every Christmas, which I think is really nice of them, and I love pears. So I sliced up a pear here, and we're going to have our homemade latte, and that is breakfast. For the lentil salad, in this pot I have 1 cup of dried lentils and 2½ cups of water. I'm adding a bay leaf, and I'm going to bring this to a boil, and then I'm going to reduce it to a simmer and cook it for about 20 minutes. The lentils will really expand in this pot, so make sure you use a pot that has enough room. While the lentils are simmering, I'm preparing the other ingredients. So in this frying pan, I have about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I have a cup of chopped carrot and a cup of chopped onion. It was really 2 small onions and 1 large carrot if you want the measurements. I'm going to get these softened up in this pan, and then I'm going to add 1 clove of garlic chopped up. I'm not going to add that in the beginning because it would just burn. So I'm just softening these up now, and then we will prepare the dressing. Now I'm stirring in the garlic. Just a little bit. For the dressing, I have a 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil, 2 tablespoons of white wine vinegar, a teaspoon of Dijon mustard, a teaspoon of salt, and a lot of freshly grated black pepper. I'm just whisking this together. I always get excited when I get to use my little baby whisk. Then we just combine all the ingredients and you eat this salad warm. So now I've strained the lentils and I've removed the bay leaf, and I'm just adding them to a mixing bowl with the carrot, onion, garlic mixture. Whoa. And now I'm adding the vinaigrette. And we're going to toss everything together. Now just serve this warm. And it's a lovely warm lentil dish. The vinaigrette really enhances it because there's a tiny tinge of the Dijon mustard. Well, here are our little friends. 2 branzini. I made a little garlic spread here with olive oil, a couple of cloves of garlic, some salt, some pepper, and a blend of dried herbs that has some red pepper and oregano and Italian kind of seasonings in it like that. And we're going to spread this onto the fish. It's going to be very garlicky. And now we're going to paint each fish with the garlic mixture that I showed you. We're spooning it inside and massaging it all around. These are on a regular baking sheet covered in parchment. So spread it all around. It's going to scent the fish with the flavor of the olive oil and the garlic, and we're going to add some fresh herbs as well. So we have some fresh thyme, and we have some marjoram, two of my favorite herbs, used a lot in Mediterranean cooking. So when they prepare them from the supermarket, they have this pocket inside with the things that they've removed, and it's a perfect place to stuff them with the herbs. And then we'll just pull them out after they cook, and they're ready for the oven. And these are going in the oven for 25 to 30 minutes at 325 degrees Fahrenheit. We'll be serving this branzini with a side of spaghetti. Here they are fresh out of the oven. We're going to remove the herbs from the inside and then serve it up. Okay, this isn't the prettiest plate you're ever going to see, but I just opened this up and you'll find the bones inside. The backbone will come out pretty easily, see? And then you just have to be careful of the little ones in between, but just eat around it. Just take your time. That's what this is all about. Mediterranean diet is all about taking your time. You can see this beautiful flesh that's in here, this beautiful fish. Usually there's this nice white meat fillet in there. And it's delicious. Thank you for joining me for What I Eat in a Day on a Mediterranean Diet December edition. I hope you enjoyed all the foods. Make sure you make that lentil recipe for New Year's so you bring prosperity for you in the new year. I'll see you in the next decade. Bye.